even bigger disadvantage as KLASIKO goes in and bans Crossfire. Standoff banned by RSG. Map number 1, Hardpoint, will be played at Summit. And this is RSG's biggest and baddest map, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So I don't think KLASIKO is going to be able to pull one off here, Black and Blue.
Yeah, RSG are a complete monster when it comes to playing on Summit. And, you know, for the side of KLASIKO, they're going to have to try and just, you know, hold on to that one. But map number 2, they're going to be banning Crossfire for Search and Destroy. RSG will ban Firing Range. So our map number 2, Search and Destroy, is going to be played on Meltdown. And that's quite an interesting one to see. I would like to see how KLASIKO play on Meltdown. We have not seen them on stream play a Meltdown game as of yet. And I'm going to be very interested to see how they're going to perform in you know, map number 2, which was, at the end of it, their pick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but we already have seen RSG go into Meltdown many a times with Search and Destroy, and they are monsters on that map as well. So KLASIKO Rampage, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, better know exactly what they are doing. For match number 3, Crash and Crossfire band of Summit has been picked yet again. Of course, right? RSG, if that's the map that they are going to be performing the best on, and KLASIKO hasn't gone in and banned it, why the hell not, says RSG. And it's going to be a 2 Summit playoff and 1 Meltdown in here today.
Well, I mean, Summit is one off, if not
Divinity, right? So sorry, Impunity. I want Impunity to win, but unfortunately they just haven't been doing well at all. But let's leave that side. Let's leave that aside for the time being, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We will shed a tear for Impunity later on after RSG shows us if or not they can crush the spirit of KLASIKO. Derp in there with the 2 frags, and he will get the 3rd one as well, the 4th one as well. Derp on fire, I tell you.
Already right out of the gates, and his engine is steaming, everything going his way. Derp is going to be holding a very important position as well here on top of the balcony outside the control room. And so, Derp, what an exemplary start from him. Now they're going to be able to try and wrestle back the hard point, which is right here at the center of the control room, right out in the open. So RSG opening take and lead for them, but KLASIKO Rampage are already contesting the midpoint here, and there's nothing that he can really do to wrestle it back. But finally, they're going to take this point. Might be a bit too little too late, though, as RSG have already taken quite a 10-point lead here, really, at the end of it.
And they've moved on to the second hard point as well, trying to, you know, stake a quick defense there before any of the KLASIKO members can come in. Andy is still stuck in here, but we will see KLASIKO Rampage, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, just at the hard point, just for a little bit before RSG comes in there for some spicy action. And it's just a little bit of back and forth between the 2 squads, but RSG will ensure they take them out. MIB goes in for Derp this time. Zarif coming back in here just to say hello, but gets snuffed out by Raven. And it's going to be Alfari right now taken down by Eds. And it seems like it is great competition and at the same time no competition at all. RSG, although we see KLASIKO coming in here for the points, Black and Blue, RSG seems to be unfazed by the situation at all. They still continue collecting those points.
They are, but somebody's wreaking havoc in their backline right now, and that's going to be Eds. He has gotten a great flank on them. He's finally going to find a frag and go down there for MIB, and so, man, KLASIKO Rampage, they have taken the hard point right now, but RSG so far, looking at their position right now, do have quite a good position to try and take it back from them, and that's exactly why it's going to be, well, switch on over now as we unlock the hard point. It's going to be firmly in the control of RSG.
Smokey comes back in here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The Fennec gameplay. RSG still has hard point at number 3 right now. Can they go back? Ooh, Smokey with that quick shot. Oh, but getting taken down by Sears. Backstab. It's going to be Alfari's KRM action as he goes in for the push. No shield set up at the doorway, so they can go in there, but not as easy as it sounds now, is it? Because Alfari, the moment he tried to step in there, those players would go in for those shots, but he does manage to take Smokey, who comes in for the backstab, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, only to end it by killing himself with the war machine.
That's kind of a Summit 1G situation that we just saw. But hey, things happen. Nice to know that, you know, some lighthearted fun can be made out of such a situation. But RSG very, very firmly in the lead right now. They are not going to be in any position to actually really give anything up here because they don't have to. And so as the hardpoint does switch on over to the side of Classical Rampage, it's going to be unlocked. And while they are going to be able to rather take an early control, you can see MIB just showing off the footwork here, just moving around and making all these hard jumps work. They are in a good chance to make this happen here, RSG. Although the War Machine coming out, and Andy's going to just fire them all down. Andy just tearing right through them like a chainsaw through meat. Nothing they can really do, and that's going to hard respawn them. Classical Rampage are going to be able to hold on to this hard point just that bit longer.
There's such a solid play on that hard point, right? I mean, Andy with a Thermite gameplay along with his War Machine plus the ASM-10 that was swapped out so fast. RSG had no chance at all to take this point, and they kind of realized that already, but this time they will flank in from the right-hand side instead. Alfari getting taken down by Derp, and they will go in for the push. RSG has finally taken over that hard point with the 123 lead on the board to 73 so far, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It looks like RSG should be able to pull the match to a close on the next hard point for sure, because they just need 25 more and they're game on to take point number 1.
They are looking very hot right now, and even, you know, with the hard point about to be unlocked, it's going to be in the favor of RSG for the meantime. If Classical Rampage right now can take this early top control of the control room, then they're going to be able to wrestle back the hard point, and that's exactly what they need to do. Now you can see MIB here on top of the control point, but he's going to get found. A great shot there by Skilla. Zarf is going to find another frag going the way of the Classical Rampage, though, and that's going to leave the point still firmly in the hands of RSG. And AJ, I think at this point it's safe to say it's going to be a map number 1 going to RSG.
Yeah, solid in there, man. Along with every single score streak being brought out towards the last minute there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, there was nothing Classical Rampage could do to fight back against the monsters RSG. They say, right, with the change of name, Resurgence, they have finally risen. They have finally resurged out of nowhere, and they are right now RSG, and they're here to dominate, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and they will do so, because right now, with that victory, Black and Blue, don't forget, RSG is slowly, they can take it up to RSG, but unfortunately for them, luck just wouldn't be on their side. And the way RSG played that, although they've already broken away from that 7-point equalizer, they're both at the 10-point mark right now. So Classical Rampage, this is do or die for them. Getting a win here, getting 2 points in here is not going to push them above the 2 squads that were, you know, kind of tied them with the 7 points, but it will get them slightly close and give them a little bit of hope in there. Sia comes in here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's going to be Alfari as well as MIB, taking down Derp as well as Ranger. Sia gets taken down finally by Edge with a 2-piece in there as Alfari goes down as well. It's going to be a 3-on-3 situation all the way back in here. It is at the end of the day, Raven and Smokey moving in, but Zarif would almost get taken down. Smokey right now just blazing it up left, right, center, and Zarif will call round number 1 to an end with a beautiful snipe from the right-hand side.
A good opening round from the side of Classical Rampage. This is exactly what they needed to do here to start things off, and that is what they're delivering us so far. Round number 1 going their way, and they're on the attacking side as well. It seems like they're going to be going this time for a chimney take here on Big Chimney. This is the A site. We saw them go towards B a bit closer the last time. Will they be doing the exact same thing? Doesn't seem likely, but we're going to see how their A execute is going to work out. You can see Smokey here, a very strong position to stop this from happening. This is the default area to play, right on top of the stairs, so you can look down at anybody coming in from the split. And so Smokey does have the shotgun in hand, and that's going to be quite a thing to walk into as they come out here into a KRM in their face.
Yeah, well, the 2 players in here, they could go in for a push together. Oh, but they do go ahead, and it's a 3-player push. One gets taken down by Smokey, but an immediate response, right? RSG comes back in there, and just like that, even though it was a great push by Classico, they went in together. RSG would snuff them out, leaving just Zarif, the sniper, alone in here. So what can he do, right? Because Classico Rampage, they are on the attacking side, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The bomb has been dropped, and the only one left for Classico is a sniper. Can he pull off a crazy gameplay here, Black and Blue? Do you think he will be able to pull one back based on his performance thus far in the tournament?
It's going to be very hard. I'm not doubting his skills, of course, but The bomb is dropped here on top of Big Chimney, inside Big Chimney rather, and that is not a place that really favors a sniper rifle. But Zarif, what a great flick by him to find that. Okay, that's a good start. Not to get our hopes up, but still, 25 seconds left on the clock. If he can find another, I like the adjustment here. He moves, and he knows now the position is being held by the defenders of RSG. Will he be able to find the frag is the question. No, he won't. A crossfire comes his way. Raven will deliver the message, and that is, we're going to take a round number 1 away from you guys. Finally, RSG, a point on the board.
We could see the gameplay. We could read his mind as to exactly what he was thinking in there. It was an amazing play by Zarif, but unfortunately for him, at the end of the day, the numbers always win, right? You can't go into a 3-on-1 situation and think that you're God and be able to pull that back. I mean, not every day is Sunday. Today, at the end of the day, is Saturday. So yeah, in here, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, ASM 10 gameplay. They will be attempting a quick push into Bravo right now, but Alfari would go in. Unfortunately for him, he will get traded out by Eds instantaneously once he took Captain Ranger down. A 4-on-4 right now, and they are not going in for a rush push. It is Smokey coming in for the backstab with his KRM. A quick toss of the nade in there as well. He's not going to be able to get much in there, but he does go in for the takedown. A 2-piece, a total of 3 kills back-to-back for Smokey. No, 2 back-to-back for Smokey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And at the end of the day, it would be RSG yet again with that point.
Smokey there, keeping things very hot. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And that's exactly what Smokey brought to the game. Round number 4 is what we're moving into here already, as RSG do have a 2-1 lead on KLASIKO's map. This is their map pick, by the way, guys. So, Saya, he's stunned for now, but I think he has a good angle to potentially find a frag here. He's going to be pushing, K94 in hand, and he does find Eds. A great frag by him. Will he find a second? Yes, he will chime in, but he's going to get traded off finally there by Raven. So, good find by Raven to deliver that.
And Smokey just smokes yet another one. Alfari goes down. Zarif the sniper yet again. He is alone, but this time he just has 2 players, and both of them KRM users, right? So Zarif might be able to get some picks in here because both these players are quite far away from him. Then again, he is at a disadvantage. Why? Because KLASIKO is on the attacking side, and yet again, the bomb has been dropped. So I really wonder who is this bomber who keeps dropping the bomb, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, because Zarif keeps having to pick up this slack. Now, if he moves up in here, he could, but that one player towards his right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, he doesn't see Derp in there, and Derp actually snipes him close range out of the situation, and RSG will go ahead to pick up point number 3.
Derp a bit too tucked in the corner for him to really realize what was happening there. Unfortunate happening for KLASIKO Rampage, but RSG 3-1 on the board. KLASIKO Rampage, what can they do now? Well, they seem like to be wanting to go for the B side take, and I think that is the right situation to do. Trophy system was deleted there, so they're going to be able to toss a utility down and deep to support this execute that's about to come towards the B side. They're going to try and go for the plant, but before then, they're going to have to find a pick to do that. Saya, he's going to find a frag. Yes, he will. Derp will go down. Raven will get a trade off onto him, and that's going to leave it down to 4v4 as they try to make the take happen here.
Well, 4-3 right now, as I think Zarif was the one who got taken down. Smokey and Raven going crazy as well, leaving Alfari, the KRM user, all alone in here. But he will go ahead and get taken down by Eds, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. An easy point number 4 in there by RSG.
4-1, and RSG looking very, very good here on KLASIKO Rampage's map pick as well. First time we've seen KLASIKO play Meltdown, and it hasn't been looking too well in their favor right now. They're going to be on the defensive side, though, so hopefully that's going to change things up in their favor. Smokey, a very, very deep smoke nade there. You can see he's going to be playing very aggressively here to hold off any defenders trying to stop and deny the plant, as they're going to go for the plant in just a second. Smokey doing very, very good work here to establish map control already of the site.
I mean, to go in there and go in for that sort of a push, right? Keeping KLASIKO at bay. KLASIKO is the defending side, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. But the attacking side literally going in there for the attacks and pushing the defenders back. But at the end of the day, Smokey gets taken down by Zarif with a very close range sniper combat action there. Alfari KRM want to backstab. He gets it, and it is just a Raven in here right now with his ASM going up against 3 players. But of course, Alfari would settle that score instantaneously. And then, of of course, go in for that defusal. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, point number 2 for KLASIKO in here, and what a way to get it.
Well, KLASIKO were able to take the very first round of their attacking side, and they do the exact same here on the defensive side. The question is, will they be able to string it to a second round in a row? For the first time, KLASIKO Rampage, that's what they're looking to do. They do not want to give up match point right now to the side of RSG, because then there might be too much of a cushion for RSG to, capitalize on. So KLASIKO Rampage, they're going to be going for a side defense focused here. And while Big Chimney is a good position, I think they might have gotten the wrong read, because the bomb is going to be planted towards the B side. As Saya's able to find a frag in Derp, that's at least going to alleviate some of the burdens of trying to make a retake happen on the B side.
Well, Saya right now going in for a long flank around the right. He is at house B right now. As he goes in for the push, he should be able to see one player, but he allows the thermite to go in front of him first. So the player should know that he is coming in from the back, so he wouldn't be able to go in for a sneaky play there. Smokey goes in for a takedown. MIB and Zarif going in, popping off as well. Ranger and Smokey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, they are going to be facing Zarif on a 1. I was just going to say 1-on-2, but then again, let's just snack that away, right? 5 rounds in here by RSG, and they just one more away from taking game number 2 as well.
Destroy the objective.
It's already match point here for RSG, and it isn't looking too well for the side of KLASIKO. I mean, once again, they were able to take the first round of the half, but were not able to string that into a second round in a row, and that's exactly what happened in the first half. Hopefully for them, they can potentially bring it back here, but 5-2 is quite a large lead here for the side of RSG, especially of all teams. And so Smokey, he's going to get caught by that stun, but there's nobody in any position from KLASIKO to really capitalize on that. At least some info is all they find off of that. And, well, KLASIKO Rampage, you're going to have to make something happen here, as RSG are almost seeming to go for an A side take. They are geared up here for the chimney position, so we'll see if that's going to continue on, but I think it rotate towards the B side, and B side is what they're really going to commit to.
Yeah, RSG is just waiting for KLASIKO to make one mistake, right? Because at least with 1 or 2 frags in there, it can confirm that they will get this victory quick and easy right now. They don't want to rush and make any mistakes in here. Derp comes in with the sniper. He should be able to see someone. MIB takes out Smokey right after Saya gets taken down by him. It's going to be Eds as he goes in for the push. One player right there towards his left. Is Eds going to be able to take this takedown, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Like quick trophy system gameplay in here. Bomb on the ground. 40 seconds to go. And it is all up to KLASIKO as to how they would like to play this right now. It's going to be Ed with a quick thermite right there in front of him, but he won't be able to get much done as Raven and Derp goes in for Alfari as well as Andy, leaving Zarif yet again just all alone. But Derp says, no problem, Zarif. I understand. I understand your pain of being the final survivor all the time. And Derp ends it so quickly in there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Game number 2 taken up by RSG.
RSG looking flawless right now. They've already taken this one 2-0 in KLASIKO Rampage. Even on their map, we're not able to really put a dent in the armor of RSG, and we're going to be going back into domination. Map number 3 is going to be played on Summit once again, and that is potentially the best map for RSG in this entire tournament. It's not looking too well for KLASIKO Rampage right now, AJ, to say the least.
That's an understatement. That's an understatement of the year, Black and Blue. I mean,
sure.
KLASIKO has been getting dominated. Nah. We can be as honest as we want here, right? I mean, RSG went in there. KLASIKO, it's not like KLASIKO was bad at the game. They gave it their all. But every single KLASIKO Rampage, it was RSG for the final map. RSG's map. Can we see KLASIKO go on a rampage? Black and Blue, call it out, buddy. 3-0 or 2-1. What do you think is going to happen based on what you've seen thus far?
Unfortunately, a clean 3-0, I believe, is what we're going to be. But first, before we get to that, we're going to have to move over and go to our map number 3 versus KLASIKO Rampage. Here we are back on Summit. Domination is what we're going to be playing. They're already up 2-0 here in our 3-map series. And based on our predictions, I think a 3-0 is to be expected here. Of course, KLASIKO Rampage not going to let that happen easy as they open up with a bunch of picks going their way, actually. Skill is able to find Eds and Raven, and that's a good start here as they do take top control of the control room.
Well, CS a gameplay, ladies, German boys and girls. He manages to move away from the thermite, but can he survive long enough? As Zarif goes in with a beautiful chopper takedown for KLASIKO. Bravo not touched in here just yet. It is the control room, and Zarif will try to clear it up from up top. But here comes two players. Raven takes him down from the back, and it's going to be Smokey as he pushes in with his KRM. Eliminated instantaneously. RSG won this hard point. KLASIKO won this hard point. Both of them, sorry, there's a particular Bravo side, but either one of them is going to be able to take it if they continuously go in here one after the other. Black and blue Ranger standing in here, but how long is he going to be able to survive, buddy?
Well, he does have a good point of contention here, as his teammates have finally came up to support him. So Alpha and Bravo control taken early by RSG. That's going to let them build quite a lead here, as KLASIKO Rampage are not in any position to actually take back the Bravo point, and RSG are already capping Charlie in front of their faces, and KLASIKO are currently getting rampaged right now and entirely dominated in Stomp.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the triple cap by RSG just to, just put a little bit of a cherry on top of the cake here. KLASIKO comes back in. They do manage to grab Alpha, but is that going to be enough? Because RSG is going to try to take the rocket all the way down to the 75-point mark. Smokey comes back in here with a beautiful miss, I would say. He didn't get the takedown. Ranger gets the attack from the back, but there you go. Smokey on Andy right now, and they will continue pushing through. Alpha by Smokey. Oh, right in the face for Zarif, and Smokey will attempt the takeover on Alpha right now, but of course do get taken out from the back.
Well, they still do have Bravo and Charlie control here. RSG, KLASIKO, Alpha is their point right now, but Bravo is a point of contention, and they're going to successfully take it. You can see MIB here playing on top of control room is going to allow him to sustain and hold on towards Bravo, but what was that? Look at that, heals coming in. Actually, it almost seemed like his health bar even went up after that from the idle health. And so MIB able to finally shut down Ranger there and hold on to Bravo for now.
Yeah, awesome capture in there by MIB. I mean, awesome protection, defense in there by MIB. Unfortunately for Ranger, although the defense shield gameplay for Bravo was amazing, they don't get it. Oh, Derp finally gets it done though, and he still goes in there for that snipe on Andy. Smokey takes out Zarif. It's going to be Derp in here with the defense right now, and he's still going to stick around with Bravo and Charlie captured by RSG, ladies, German boys and girls. This first round is going to come to an end with RSG comfortably with the lead.
End of the first half, and that is quite a surmountable lead already taken here by RSG. KLASIKO Rampage are going to have to turn things around if they want to bring it back, but hopefully with the side switch, that is going to help their favor out here as they do get a opposite spawn now. Charlie point is going to be in the favor of RSG, and Alpha in the favor of KLASIKO. Let's see if that's going to play a factor as we move into the second half here with RSG with a starting commanding lead.
They go in for the control room point immediately, and it looks like Eds won't be able to, because nobody, oh, there you go, just as I was about to say, KLASIKO comes back in here to deny him that Bravo point, but Derb comes in here with the war machine for the defense, and one player just going in for the, oh, come on, even with the camp, he wasn't able to take Derb down, and Derb would snuff him out with that war machine, ladies and gentlemen. The war machine combination together with the shock RC, get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. And he will continue to go on a rampage until Alfari sets him off with that War Machine off his own as well.
War Machine just wreaking havoc in anything it comes across right now. RSG have taken Charlie control, and they're about to take Alpha. Yes, they do. Bravo, though, is going to be seized away by KLASIKO Rampage, but still, it's hard to hold on to Bravo without having Alpha or Charlie control, and so I don't expect Bravo to last long. Unless they can take Charlie control, though, that's going to help their cause out quite a bit.
Yeah, and they do exactly that. KLASIKO Rampage, Bravo and Charlie under lockdown right now. Can they go in here for the triple cap? They need to, because look at RSG, right? With that almost 50-point lead on the board right now. They look like the favorites to get this one. Ranger with a two-piece in there. Andy goes in for it. Smokey makes his way back up, perhaps for a quicker retake. Oh, and he goes in, taking Steer down. RSG, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, they look like they will go ahead to lose Alpha as well, but no, denied by RSG, who are trying to hold on with their dear lives right now. Are they going to be able to take Bravo at the very least as they lose? Ah, no, they get denied at Bravo, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and it's a triple cap for KLASIKO Rampage.
Look at this. Finally, though, RSG are able to take Bravo. Oh, no, just a sliver away from taking Bravo. They actually haven't secured control of it. They just need a pixel to control it back in their favor. But KLASIKO Rampage, a complete domination in their way. Will RSG be able to bring it back? Finally taking Bravo control in their way. Skilla is doing so much work here on top of control room. And will he find a follow-up kill? Yes, he will. Just holding down his anchor position very greatly. He's finally going to go down there on the balcony. But RSG, their points and their deficit has now been cut into as KLASIKO are going to cut away at that, chopping away. Only 10 points is what they're going to need after this to really come back into it, and they have a good chance of making this comeback happen here, AJ.
They attempted to take Charlie back though, RSG, but they have been denied. Alpha Charlie still in the hands of KLASIKO Rampage. They might be able to overtake their partners from Malaysia, India, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. KLASIKO Rampage, they are going on a rampage, but only RSG can tame them in this way. 122 to 110 so far. RSG have managed to take Charlie back, and KLASIKO will need to work slightly harder. Raven in here, XS1 Goliath in there for KLASIKO Rampage as well. It's going to be the Goliath battle right now. As two Goliaths go up against one, and Zarif takes Raven. Goliath out, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And can it be a Bravo takedown by the Goliath right now? No, Sia brings in the VTOL. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are we going to be able to see KLASIKO Rampage rise back up? They almost get Bravo and Charlie. They do not get Bravo because they get denied at the very last moment, and it's a full-on lockdown by KLASIKO Rampage at the very last moment. 124 catching up with RSG's 141. If they don't continue, if they don't take Charlie back, ladies and gentlemen, boys, so it's going to be such a sad loss for KLASIKO Rampage. 143, and RSG look like they're just going to win this with a few points.
Oh dear. RSG, they do take alpha control, and that is going to probably end things here. KLASIKO Rampage, a very valiant effort to make it back. A heartbreaking defeat after that, all that effort going their way. With the VTOL, with the Goliath going their way, the Goliath battles even, the Battle of the Titans. It almost seemed like we were playing a different game there, but still, in the end, it is going to be Resurgence RSG now taking it 3-0. Over the side of KLASIKO Rampage. Very valiant effort. A heartbreaker to lose after all the effort, the Herculean, effort that they put out in that exchange. But in the end of it, it's going to go to RSG, the better team, after a very decisive series, but close map number 3.
Well, because RSG has won a Team Blue, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we gotta switch things over. So sad to see KLASIKO actually drop that map, because I was hoping for them to be able to pull at least 1 point back in here. I want to be able to see KLASIKO perform in, the further stages and possibly maybe even the semis, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. But unfortunately, the way things are going for KLASIKO Rampage at the moment, it doesn't seem like they will be able to. I mean, if you take a quick peek at the scoreboard right now, Impunity is at the very bottom with 3 points, and KLASIKO Rampage is stuck with 7 points on the board. RSG is sitting down at the very top with 18 points. Right behind them, Divinity, UPRISING, right? So what will